So, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to rise to your feet for my brother, the one, the only, S.M.A.R.T.
Love you, brother. Yes, sir. Live your life. Amen. P2P, what up? Now I'm excited again. Like I said, I always understand that the reason why I'm here is because I was obedient. And I get emotional, man, because that conversation that Power Talk talks about, calling me from the hospital, or I called him after I heard about the accident, is a true story, right? If you know me, I don't know, I might have had something diagnosed with something, I never just picked up on it. But I just say what I think sometimes, right? And so as he's talking to me, obviously I know he's all right because he's talking to me. I was like, man, this is such a blessing, right? Because when I think about my life and I think about all the things that I've been through, I always know that the reason why I continue to become successful is because God loves the people that I serve. Don't miss that, right? God loves the people that I serve. And so when God gave me these quote-unquote trials and tribulations, they weren't, those trials and tribulations weren't really about me, right? Because if it was about me, I wouldn't be here, right? If it was about me, I wouldn't be here. Those trials and tribulations aren't for me. It happened to me, but they weren't for me. And so right now, and I know it, right? Because I'm an empath, right? So I could feel energy. And so I know right now there's people in this room right now who are struggling through some things. You're trying to figure it out. You're trying to hold it together. You're trying to be strong. And you don't understand why these things is happening to you. But I'm here to tell you that you're going to be all right, right? Get over yourself, because what God is putting you through, right, is meant to serve other people. And so today we're just going to talk about living in abundance, right? Because I want you to live life now. Imagine if David Power Talk said, you know what, I'm going to wait to achieve my dreams. Right? He didn't know if he was going to make it past that car accident. He didn't even know he was going to get into a car accident. And so every single person right now who has this dream and you're procrastinating, right? You don't know. You're almost acting as if you know that tomorrow is promised to you. Who told you? Who told you this? Who told you that you have tomorrow? Every time you look at that dream, you're like, I'll do it tomorrow. But who told you that? Why you keep lying? Why you keep lying to yourself? Right? Who told you got tomorrow? Right? I looked at my desire list, and I said, man, I want to do stand-up one day. Nah, I'm doing it today. Because who told me I got one day? And so I want you to live life. When do I want you to live life? Now. When do I want you to live life? Now. All right. So everything is about a mindset. It's your paradigm, right? It's not the things that happen to you. It's how you look at those things that happen to you. And so a paradigm is a set of assumptions, concepts, values that constitute a way of viewing reality for the community that shares them. It's your belief system, right? And so when I asked you earlier, right, when I said why you keep lying to yourself, we all lie to ourselves every single day. We lie to ourselves every single day. But contrary to popular belief, there are good lies and there are bad lies, right? If you start a venture and you say that this venture is going to be successful, guess what? You lied to yourself because you don't know. But if you start a venture and you say this venture is going to fail, guess what? You lied to yourself. Why? Because you don't know. And so which lie do I want you to adopt? I want you to adopt the lie that gets you to the result that you desire. Right? I want you to adopt, right? So every single moment when you think of something, I don't want you to think about what could go wrong. I only want you to think about what could go right. Because if we're going to lie to ourselves, let's lie to our benefit, right? And so let's test your knowledge real quick. I just want to make sure everybody's awake. You know, I know y'all was partying last night and all that stuff, so I want to make sure y'all awake. This is the color. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure. I'm just checking. This is a picture of a. Okay, cool. The greatest rapper of all time. Nah, y'all don't all agree? Oh, we're in the South. I get it. This is a picture of the. Yeah, okay. This is. AI. Well, Allen Iverson? Who is it? Shaq? 50? Curtis? All right. This is Beyonce. I heard Beyonce. Oprah. I hear Oprah. Beyonce. All right, so Beyonce, Oprah-ish. Right? All right, if you see two old people looking at each other, say I. Right? But if you also see a lady holding plates on her head, say I see it. Right? If you see a man playing a banjo, say I see it. Right? And so why am I showing you this? Right? It's all about perception. Nobody's right, nobody's wrong. It's all your perspective. Nobody's right, nobody's wrong. Right? Right now, there's somebody arguing that a 6 is a 9 and a 9 is a 6. Right? But it's just the way they're looking at it. They're looking at it from a different perspective. And so when I tell you to lie to yourself, right, when I tell you to believe in only the positive, I just want you to change your perspective. And the changing of that perspective only happens with the changing of your mind. And so whose PayPal account is this? Let's go. Whose PayPal account is this? Whose PayPal account is this? Change your perspective, right? Because faith, what is the evidence of the things not seen, right? And so a lot of times you're going to look at your bank account, you're going to see that negative balance, you're going to see that low balance, and you're going to think that's your identity. That's not your identity, right? Chase doesn't know that you're a multimillionaire, right? Citibank doesn't know you're a multimillionaire. Bank of America doesn't know. That's not on you. That's on them, right? And if you keep that belief system, right? If you keep that belief system, oddly enough, right? The universe, God, the Most High, is working in your favor. It wants what you want, right? Abundance is your birthright. And so if you keep a belief system long enough, right, the universe is going to say, yes, let me move some things around to give you what you believe. But guess what? You can have an abundance of abundance, but you can also have an abundance of lack. And so if you want to hold on to those limiting beliefs and the reasons why you can't do this, then the universe is going to say, yes, you can have that too. Right? God only says yes. And so if you start making excuses and you say, oh, I can't do this because I can't. Yes, my wish is your command. All right? And so for those who don't know, my name is Ash Cash Exantis. I am a 15-year former banking executive. Did everything in banking from personal banker, branch manager, CEO of a credit union. I retired from banking to become a financial educator. Wrote my first book in 2009, Mind Right, Money Right, 10 Laws of Financial Freedom. I have then, I've written over 14 books. 6 of them have been bestsellers. I've sold over 250,000 books as a self-published author. Billboards on Times Square. I'm an 8-figure entrepreneur, so as an entrepreneur, I've generated over $10 million in real cash. I also host Inside the Vault, the greatest money mindset show on the planet, right? Over 6 million views, 1.2 million downloads in audio. And so it is what has brought us together, Storm, Marvin, and I. Think about this, right? God is using you, right, for your partnership. Because when I look at my numbers, the top 1 and 2 shows, I ain't gonna tell you who's who because they be like the ego thing, but the top 1 or 2 shows, Marvin and Storm, right? So out of all the shows, all the 6 million views, if you look at all the shows that I have on there, my number 1 show and my number 1 top 2 show is coincidentally Marvin and Storm, right? All right, and so when I think about, so I grew up in the projects, right? And so if you look at the picture on the left side, you see me, in the projects. Those are not gang signs. I don't know what I was doing with my fingers, but, I grew up in the projects, right? Single parent home. My dad left when I was 2 years old. My mom, I'm the youngest of 3. And so, I got kicked out of school a bunch of times. I got kicked out of school 4 times, right? I have 2 kids, right? I have a 15-year-old, 8-year-old. When my daughter is 15, my son is 8. I got kicked out of school in the first grade. Like, who gets kicked out in the first grade? First grade, you're 6 years old. Like, what could you be possibly doing at 6 years old to get kicked out? I got kicked out in the first grade, got kicked out in the 5th grade, got kicked out in the 9th grade, got expelled in the 10th grade, right? I got expelled in the 10th grade and had to do the 10th grade over, right? Luckily, though, that was my blessing, though, right? 'Cause I used to play basketball. And because I got kicked out in the 10th grade, public school athletically, PSAL rules says you can't play 5 years. So my senior year, I couldn't do anything, right? And so I wound up getting a job, and then the rest is history, right? But I was told, right, that money looks like something when I was growing up. Because I was growing up low income, I was told money looks like something. They said that if you didn't have the cars, if you didn't have the house, if you had all these things, you weren't wealthy. But I know that's not necessarily the truth. And so what's the difference between being rich and being wealthy, right? What I learned now is that there's wealth, there's rich, there's poverty. Rich or poverty, we don't even recognize poverty, right? You can lie to yourself and say you're poor, but that is blasphemous, right? Because as long as you have breath in your body, there's no possible way you could be poor. Poor is just wishing and hoping that you get by. But if you have breath in your body, you can make, right? You can be, do, and have anything you desire, right? Rich means what? You work hard for money. And so if you're working hard, right? You wake up every day, whether you're an entrepreneur, you work 9 to 5, you work hard, right? Then you are rich. But everybody, I want us to all, right? We need to be focusing on building wealth. Why? Because wealth means that our money works hard for us. We got to change that relationship, right? The first time I wrote my first book, I made $200 in passive income. That was wealth. And so what did I say? I said, if I can make $200 off of 1 book, imagine what I can make off of 2 books and 3 books. And I wrote it 1 time, and I let the rest do it. And so right now, the paradigm that I all want us to leave out of here with is the paradigm of wealth. Right? When you leave out of here, I no longer want you to only work for money, right? I want you to make sure that you've created something that wealth works for you. And so money and success is a mindset. I'm going to ask everybody to get up, everybody 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 get up, right? And y'all, if y'all know me, y'all know we gotta light this thing up. Y'all ready? Miss Tracy, you ready? Let's go! I am a wealth creator. I'm trying to feel it. So I'm trying to feel it. Because I'm giving y'all all I got. And so in order, right, my brother David says, look, high energy, high income, right? I am a wealth creator. Abundance is my birthright. I will always seek knowledge. I will follow my divine path to prosperity. Everything I need, I already have. I am willing to accept the best that life has to offer. I will always invest in myself. Everything is working for my greater good. Wealth is in me, around me, and available to me always. I use money to build assets. I will make, manage, and multiply money. My self-worth and net worth are building every day. That got a rhythm. Clap. My self-worth and net worth are building every day. I got to hear the class. My self-worth and net worths are building every day. My self-worth and net worth are building every day. My self-worth and net worth are building every day. I believe in unlimited possibilities. All right, round of applause for yourselves. Y'all can have a seat here. Y'all can have a seat. Round of applause, round of applause. All right, so real quick, I'm going to give you 11 steps, right? I want you to live life now. I'm going to give you 11 steps on how to live life now, right? And what I want you to do is, I just don't want you to live. I want you to live in abundance because you have a choice, right? And so if you look at this, live life now is 11 steps. It's broken down into acronyms, right? Number 1, list your financial goals. Number 2, ignite your savings. Number 3, visualize your budget. Number 4, examine your options. Number 5, learn the basics. Number 6, imagine your success. Number 7, find a mentor. Number 8, execute the plan. Number 9, normalize positive thoughts. Or number 8, normalize, whatever. All right, whatever. Normalize positive thoughts. Number 10, observe and change. And then number 11, win on purpose. 8, 9, 10, yeah. All right, right? All right. So number 1, list your financial goals, right? You can't go where you have not directed yourself to go. So I need you to list those financial goals, right? I need you, a good financial plan is a roadmap that shows you exactly how the choices you make today will affect your future. And so a lot of us are not living our life because we haven't even decided, right? A lot of us went to the airplane and we didn't buy a ticket. We went to the airport, didn't buy a ticket. You just at the airport and you just at the airport, right? You have to direct your life. So where are you going? And that is the most important thing on your journey to abundance. You have to know, like, where are you going, right? Because if you don't have a plan, you're just going with the wind. You're following what your husband say, what your wife say, what your boyfriend say, what your girlfriend say, what your friends say, what the news says, right? The news is going to take you on all these different places. Because word on the street is that there's a recession. Ain't no recession for me, right? I self-identify. I'm recession-proof, right? And so at the end of the day, where are you going? And so I need you to break down your goals. I want to break them down into 3, right? What are your short-term goals? What are the things that you're going to accomplish in the first 1 to 3 years, right? What are your midterm goals? What are the things you're going to accomplish in 3 to 7 years? What are your long-term goals and things that you're going to accomplish in 7 plus years? Not the things you want to accomplish. Let me be clear. Words are powerful. What are the things you are going to accomplish in 1 to 3 years? What are the things you're going to accomplish in 3, right, the midterm? What are the things you're going to accomplish? And then I want them to be specific. I want them to be SMART goals. I want them to be specific. I want them to be measurable. I want them to be achievable, realistic, and timely, right? I don't want you to be like, hey, I just want to make more money next year. Nah, we're not doing that. What's your number? What's your number? How much money are you going to make next year? How much money are you going to make in the next 60 days? We still got time. Number 2, I want you to ignite your savings. What does that mean? Right? It wasn't raining when Noah built the ark. Right? So a lot of us are looking at our past and using that to dictate our future. And so I need you to be prepared, right? But not for emergencies, though, because where's that power? So I'm not going to tell you to build an emergency fund, right? I am going to tell you to build a financial freedom fund, because that's the new language, right? I'm getting ready for what? Not for no emergency. You got an emergency fund? You getting ready for emergency? Nah. We getting ready for what? For our financial freedom. And so you build that, right? Put some money aside, make it automatic, make it inconvenient, then forget about it, right? Set it and forget it. Number 3, I want you to visualize your budget, right? Visualize this thing you want to see, feel it, believe it, make it your mental blueprint and begin, right? And it's all about budgeting, gathering all your information, writing down your income, creating a list of expenses, totaling those expenses, right? Writing down your ideal lifestyle costs, filling the gap. But remember, the abundance is your birthright, so and is better than or. I don't like to choose. And is better than or. I used to think, oh, you know what? If I don't got it, I'm going to, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to cut back. Now I just make more money. It's that easy. It's that easy. Just make more money. And is better than or. Let me hear you say, and is better than or. All right, let's go. Number 4, I need you to examine your options, right? The average millionaire has 7 sources of income. The average millionaire has 7 sources of income, right? And so I want you to start active and build up passive, because if you're like me, right, I didn't grow up with money. So I had to work for it in the beginning, but I wasn't going to use the money I worked for to buy things. I used the money I worked for to buy income-producing assets, and then those income-producing assets is what allows me to live, right? And so I want you to work to learn and earn. I want you to use your knowledge to solve a problem. I want you to use your money to make money, and then I want you to repeat that. And so, you know, some common types of passive income, you got interest, dividends, capital gains, royalties, rental income, business income. You know, what I said, the average millionaire has 7 sources of income? Well, I ain't average, right? And so what I did is I created 15 streams of income from a book. I'm going to run through them quickly, right? I'm going to run them quickly. Number 1, physical book. You write the book one time, it pays you over and over and over again, right? Number 2, audio books. For all my Uber drivers, for all my people who drive to work, who are always on the go, they need something to listen to, right? And so now I created audio books. Now there are actually AI tools that can clone your voice. So if you don't want to even do it, you can just get an AI to do it, right? So no excuses. Let me hear you say no excuses. Right, number 3, ebooks. You can take all the information. So I want to be clear. An ebook is not the digital version of your physical book. Your ebook is actually chapters of your physical book, right? And so if I have a book called Mind Right, Money Right, 10 Laws of Financial Freedom, what I did is I took all of those different 10 laws, right? So that one book, right, for $10, I took all of the laws that are in that book, and each of those are ebooks. No, don't miss that. Y'all not paying attention, right? So the same ebook, I'm charging $17 for one ebook, and so a physical book gives me $10 if I sell the whole book, right? And an ebook, like I said, 10 of them for $170. All ethical. Why? Because it's not the same audience. Right? The person who wants the physical book wants the experience. That's the person that goes to Walmart. That's the person that gets dressed, they go outside, they get in the car, they choose their stuff, they go back, they go put the stuff away, right? That person wants the experience. The ebook person is DoorDash, right? The ebook person is Instacart. I don't want the experience. Just get me straight to the point. And they're willing to pay more. Y'all catching that? You're not catching it. I don't know. Number 4, self-study online programs, right? Take the information in the book. People learn differently. Take the information in the book and put it in an online program. Number 5, live coaching programs, right? Creating a way that people could work with you on a live coaching. Number 6, a certificate program. You create a methodology, right? Now you want to expand that methodology so you get other people to teach your methodology, and you charge them so they could white label what you offer. Number 7, keynote speaking, right? So now you are the authority based on your book, and people hire you to do keynote speeches. Number 8, content marketing, right? Whatever you do, your brand is aligned with another brand, and that brand will pay you to get access to your people, right? Number 9, live events, right? You could create different types of smaller live events surrounded by your book. Number 10, conferences. Right? Not only do you bring yourself, you bring other subject matter experts, and you create a conference based on your book and your knowledge. Number 11, subscription programs, right? Because people want more access to you. You put together a group, right? And so you got subscription programs. Number 12, high-end consulting. That's, one-on-ones. That's giving them more information, more of you. Number 13, mastermind groups, right? You get together people at higher levels, get them together, and you start the mastermind together. Number 14, joint ventures, right? When you think about what Marvin and Storm and I have done, we've created a joint venture where we take our knowledge, put it together with each other's knowledge, and now we have a more powerful movement, right? And then lastly, affiliate programs, right? So now if you're selling what you're selling already, why not allow people who love your product sell that same product to other people? All right, number 5, learn to keep learning, always seek knowledge, right? Things change all the time. And so the illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn, right? And so you want to research, you want to engage with others, you want to ask questions, you want to deal with the unknown, but always seek knowledge, right? The things that we did last year are not working this year, right? So we keep learning and we keep evolving. Number 6, imagine your success. You have to have that vision, right? You have to. We all family. Can I show y'all my vision? Y'all ready? You sure? All right. So you have to have a vision, right? You have to understand. You got to see, right? You got to see where you're going. Where is it that you want to go, right? Number 7, find a mentor, right? Mentorship is so important, right? I'm not where I am right now because I had mentors, right? Show me a successful individual. I'll show you someone who had real positive influences in his or her life, right? These are 4 of my mentors. I thank these 4 men because, like I said, I didn't grow up with a father. And so Alfred Edmond, he's a senior vice president at Black Enterprise. He's one of the first people I saw speak on stage to talk about money. And he's personally been my mentor. John Hope is the CEO and founder of Operation Hope. Worth over $200 million. People don't know that. Like, people don't know, like, he's really, really, like, that guy. One of the reasons why I even teach financial literacy, actually next year, 2014, is going to be my 20-year, or 2020, what's this, 2014? 2024 is going to be my 20-year anniversary of teaching financial literacy, right? Because I joined this man's program in 2004. Right? Then you got Rashawn McDonald. A lot of people don't know he's the guy who helped Steve Harvey build a $100 million brand. And so he's my go-to guy on the media side. And then we have Myron Golden, who helps me, with my high-ticket programs and just really gaining confidence on another level, right? Because I've watched this man with a straight face charge people $350,000, and people took the offer. And I'm like, man, I ain't got that confidence yet. My highest ticket is $50,000. I said, man, $350? But look, think about this. My highest ticket is $50,000 for a year. This man said $350 for a day. Sheesh. So I'm still working. I said, man, I can't charge $50,000 for a day yet. He said, all right, that's it. All right. Right? But also, right, when you think about mentorship, you think about the people in the room. Right? You don't join mentorship for the mentors. You join mentorships because you want to be around like-minded people. I used to think that was lonely at the top. It's only lonely at the top if you're the top of the bottom. Oh, don't miss that. Don't miss that, right? A lot of us at the top of the bottom, right? So we with our peers, and we get to the top, and then we stay there by ourselves. So we like, oh, it's lonely. Nah, get in the room, right? Get into mentorships, because when you get into mentorships, now you're going to realize that your top is somebody else's bottom. I get in rooms, and I'm seeing people making $1 million in a day. I said, $1 million in a day? I said, hold up. I was happy making 6 figures in a month. So, and I'm thinking I made it. You got to get in the room. Number 8, execute the plan, right? Ideas don't make you rich. The correct execution of ideas does, because action changes things. Number 9, normalize positive thoughts, right? Again, you have to be able to look at things and understand how they're working for your greater good. The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen, even touched. They must be felt with the heart, right? Number 10, I need you to observe and change when necessary. Things don't stay static, right? Things are going to change. And so you have to always observe what's happening so you can change with them, right? Number 11, I want you to win on purpose. Right? Win on purpose. Don't win to show off. Don't win to try to be better than people. Just win on purpose. Win in your purpose. Right? So guess what? When you're trying to win to show off and be better than people, when the win no longer is there, right? You're gonna fall flat to your face. But I only win on my purpose. And so even when people think I'm losing, I'm still winning. Why? Because God loves the people I serve. Right? Number 12, okay, that was it. Last story, and I'm gonna get out of here. Cause I think a lot of people Again, believe, right? You believe that your story is your story. Like, you really believe that. You really think that your story is your story, right? And so how many people have Amazon, right? Anytime, I use Amazon for everything, right? I don't go out, much. I order everything. And every time I use Amazon, my goal for Amazon is to order something and I want it delivered when they tell me I'm going to get it, right? But guess what? I don't, I'm not like watching out the window, seeing if I'm going to get it. I'm going to do none of that. I order it and I expect, right? I have an expectation that if they say I'm Prime and I pay extra for it, I pay extra for Prime. So if I order something, I want it the next day, right? I dare an Amazon driver to not deliver my package because they don't like the way the box looks. I dare them, right? And so you are an Amazon driver, and somebody is praying for you. Somebody wants what you have, but you are holding on to the package because you don't like that the package is brown. You don't like the way the box bent up in the truck, right? You think you have control. You think you have the right to hold somebody else's package because you don't like it. Somebody has prayed for you. Somebody has paid. They paid their dues already. And God said He's going to use you. And you have the nerve to hold that back. You're going to hold back their package because you don't like it. You don't think it's ready. You don't think your course is ready. You don't think the story's ready. Oh, I don't have the right camera, so I'm not going to go live. It's time for you to let go of that package. It is not yours. You are being selfish and you are holding people back. You are here to serve. And in order for you to get what you deserve in life, you have to serve the people that God has put you on this earth to serve. And so I don't care what your religion is. You could be Muslim, you could be Jewish, you could be Christian, all of them. The Torah, the Bible, the Quran all says that we are made in the image and likeness of God. And so if God is the greatest, then who are you? Right? And so I have this term that says I am greatness on display, G-O-D, right? The only way you can prove God is to be in a situation that you're not supposed to get out of. Use that situation to show greatness. So I need everybody to your feet. Everybody to your feet. I need you to say, I am greatness on display. I am greatness on display. I can be, do, and have anything I put my mind to. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. That's my time.